I'm not even upset yet.
Under warrant.
Hey!
This is Curtis Sagmoen, a resident of North Okanagan, a region of Canada. He is charged with assault and threatening a social escort with a firearm. Allegedly, he met the social escort online through a dedicated app and invited her to his house where the incident took place. The focus of our analysis today will be on Curtis' anger management issues which he is suspected to have after he attempted to assault an officer in a fit of rage. We would be analyzing what triggered Curtis and irritated him as well as the aftermath of the assault.
I got a few pictures to show you here as well. I wanted to show you this ad. Do you recognize that ad?
No.
So one thing that we're going to have to do when we search your phone, we're going to look for any type of application that you may have used that would alter the appearance of a phone number, that kind of thing. Do you ever hear spoofing? Where if you use your phone to dial another one, but somehow manipulate the phone number to appear differently?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
So we're going to be examining your phone for that. Have you ever used that type of application?
Notice how long Curtis stared at the interrogator after the interrogation cast suspicion on him for spoofing, suggesting some sort of reaction to the statement. The fact that he stared at the interrogator suggests that the reaction is targeted towards him. At this stage, he might be feeling some sort of resentment towards the interrogator.
I'll take the lawyer's advice.
Okay.
I'm just tired right now.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he attempted to change the topic by claiming he is tired suggests that spoofing is a sensitive topic for him which triggers a reaction. After noticing Curtis' reaction, the interrogator decides to let him cool down and make some small chats before proceeding with the interrogation by describing the incident.
And she described the male that was holding a gun. He came out of the woods. Now initially the male wasn't pointing the gun at her. He's pointing it up in the air. So I think that's a good thing. It means to me that the person that came out of that woods wasn't trying to kill her. Maybe he's trying to scare her for some reason. And so that's kind of the reason what I'm trying to figure out is why would that happen in the first place? Why would someone come out of the woods to try and scare an escort? I mean, let's call it a spade a spade. This girl's obviously an escort. She's coming up to some place that she doesn't really know, and she's going down some dirt driveway. I think a lot of people with common sense may even predict something like that happening. But for whatever reason, the male wasn't shooting at her, he wasn't pointing the gun at her, he was just holding it up in the air. So it means that the person has a conscience. It just means that, to me, something happened to cause that male to do that. And that's what I want to figure out.
This is a classic trick by interrogators to trivialize the crimes committed. The interrogator is trying to make Curtis deny that he has the intention to kill her with the firearm and just wanted to scare her. However, by claiming that he wanted to scare her, that would make Curtis virtually guilty of the charge of threatening with a firearm. The interrogator proceeded to show Curtis picture evidence of the crime scene which may further irritate him as he starts to feel stressed about his future due to the enormous pile of evidence. If you wonder why there are many cuts throughout the interrogation footage, that is because Curtis spent most of the time remaining silent and holding his head down.
Here are the slug fragments inside of the tire. So it means to me that at some point, a firearm was discharged. And through canvassing some of the local residents, they heard a firearm being discharged. People that live on that road.
Mm.
If you did contact her, Curtis, and there's another story behind all of this, like I kept telling you, if there is another story behind all this, let us know. So we can investigate that. If you didn't do this, help us out. So we can clear you. If you did do this, if you did contact her, what happened? Like, I don't know, I mean, we're getting her side of it. And for all I know, something else could have happened that night where maybe you felt the need to defend yourself. What it is that I'm wondering is that I think you have a history with inviting escorts up there to that property. I think that you have a history in being with escorts, and one of which you got into a physical altercation with, or at least that was the accusation. You had a more recent experience with an escort who was trying to extort you for your truck. She claimed that the bill wasn't paid and she was going to steal your truck. And that's when we got involved, the police. And we investigated that. I believe that you live close by to that address, and I believe there's going to be a history of you contacting her on that phone. The only thing I don't know is what caused you to do that. I mean, we'll have to rely on the evidence, but the evidence won't tell us what was going on in your mind. Like when we analyze your phone, it'll show us evidence, but it's not going to tell us what was going on in your mind at the time. If there was any incident that happened, or what caused this to occur. I mean, at the end of the day here, we're not investigating murder, okay? That's not what we're investigating. This escort is fine. She wasn't shot. She was a little scared, but she's not dead.
I haven't discharged the firearm.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't, so.
Okay.
So, we've been aware that I'd like to go to bed.
Well, if that's true, we'll find that evidence out. We'll be able to determine that you haven't fired anything. I'll be honest, Curtis, I don't sit this long with too many people, but you seem like a decent guy. You really don't have any criminal record. I think you're probably charged with fraud or something years ago, and that went away. You're never convicted of it. So you have no criminal record. You really don't have that much history with us. You have some in Richmond, but it's not that bad.
So I'm trying to keep to myself.
I believe you. But something happened somewhere.
Notice how the interrogator stated that he believes Curtis. Hence, we would expect that if the interrogator attempts to doubt Curtis again, that would trigger some kind of reaction due to the feeling of betrayal.
Have you ever used the computers in the house?
No,
Ever?
no, I don't use the computers in the house.
Okay. We've had to seize them under warrant. Hey!
Like, fucking just I never even in the house!
Sit!
Like, fuck! What about my mom?
We're here to talk about it. You losing your cool is not helping.
I'm sorry I've been trying. Like, I got,
Put the chair upright.
sorry. Sorry.
Curtis, you're upset right now because of one night in jail.
We learn that Curtis has spent a night in jail during the process of investigation, which may contribute to his outburst. The fact that Curtis mentioned that he wants to call his mom suggests that he feels homesick. He might suffer from what experts call an adjustment disorder, where the inability to cope with a stressful event caused him to be more desperate.
Are you aware of the sentencing for a firearms offense? We're taking this really seriously. The minimum sentence for a firearms offense is 4 years in jail. Do you realize that? How are you going to react if you have to go to jail? We're trying to provide you an opportunity here to get ahead of this and provide your side of the story.
I'm not going to jail.
Talk to me about that.
I'm not going to be stuck in a room like that.
Well, talk to me.
My son ever fired a firearm was last year.
Did you meet this girl?
I didn't meet a girl. I did not meet a girl.
Did you text her? Truthfully, did you text her? Yes or no?
I texted a girl.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for telling me the truth. You want to shake my hand? Thank you.
The interrogator offers a handshake to rebuild the relationship that was previously broken, so that Curtis feels more comfortable speaking and the interrogation can proceed smoothly. Curtis denied the handshake at first, as he might have sensed that the interrogator is trying to manipulate him.
But I never fired a firearm.
Okay,
I never threatened anyone.
so what did happen?
Just fucking great story of my fucking life. And I go back to my room.
You don't want to talk about this girl anymore?
I don't want to talk about fucking anything anymore.
The interrogator persistently asks Curtis to provide more information about the incident without thinking about his feelings. This may cause him to be annoyed, and hence he had another outburst.
Just because of your phone? You can't.
I tried to get to work. I got saying I was supposed to go to fucking work. Without a fucking phone, how am I get to get the phone call to go to work?
Can they call your mom's place?
Like, no, like, fuck. And I was gonna go back to my room. There, I told you what you wanted to know. Told you I was fucking embarrassing. Now you keep wanting more, like, no.
So, all what I want to know, I want to
No,
know the whole story, what happened.
whole story of what happened. About what? I'm trying to fucking help you guys out! And I got a fucking vehicle fucking inspection because I've been working on my fucking truck! I was missing 3 lug nuts! 3 fucking lug nuts, and I was on my way to work home to pick them up! And my vehicle is still up on fucking jack stands because I can't afford to fix it!
Okay.
And I was being nothing but cooperative with you guys! I turn around and I get that! You know? Okay. So, you know what? Fuck it!
Curtis, you need to calm down a bit, okay?
I'm sorry that I apologize for losing my temper, okay? This is the way I feel.
I understand you.
No, I don't. This is it. No.
Okay, Curtis, I can understand why you're upset right now.
Upset?
Yeah. Okay?
Yeah, I'm not even upset yet.
We need to calm down then.
The interrogation was called off after Curtis was deemed mentally unwell to continue with the interrogation. Curtis was eventually found guilty and sentenced to 36 months probation. If you are interested in more videos of interrogations, do subscribe to my channel and check out my other works. Thank you.